Kenny Pheasant here again. Our show Ending. Here is another video and a teaching of Manado Kewin, another ceremony. And this one is called Nanigido Kewin. And some people refer to it as talking circles. Okay? Now, here I go again with the K. Can't help it, I guess. Anyways, my grandfather, Shanzimo Gijin Kaza Mabakewezi, and he took me into the bush one time, cedar bush. And he says, I want you to help me. We're going to find Ni Kojitonan and Nanagedo Atagon Ngiek. So I felt really special being out there with him because he was going to teach me how to find this talking stick, is what it ended up, Nanagedo Atik. And so we're searching, and he found one right away. So I knew what to look for. So I was out there looking, but he says, don't play around, he said. You were doing this in a good way. So I settled down and I got serious. So we found some, and he started to tell me about what they're used for, and that he's going to be giving these away to some people that can use them. Now, it's a ceremony where it's exactly what it does. You talk, okay? You sit in a circle. Everybody's facing each other. Nobody's got their backs turned to anybody. Okay, you're all facing each other. And we do these at the workplace. And so we've done them here at our workplace. But you got to be careful, because some of these people that you're doing this with don't understand all the spirituality and the sacredness of the ceremony. Okay, so you got to be very careful. You got to tell them exactly, and at the end I'll tell you what to look out for. Okay, so the ceremony starts. You sit in a circle. As the guy or the woman that leads the ceremony, they start that off. Okay, and so usually an eagle fan, an eagle feather, something like that. The man holds it, says whatever he wants. Sometimes there's a theme, though. There's a certain topic that need to be discussed with the talking circles. But sometimes you can just say whatever is on your mind. Okay. So after the person is done, he takes that, gives it to the next person. That person, he has a choice. They don't have to say anything. They can just pass it on to this thing. This goes around 4 times in that circle. It comes back to the person that starts it. Okay, then the ceremony is over. But this is where you have to be careful. There's strict rules in this ceremony. You must never, ever, for the rest of your life, ever say anything what was talked about in that circle. That's how sacred it is. And some people say, especially when I teach this to the children, and it's a good thing to do this with the children. I've done it, and it's worked. Sometimes I got a call one time where the teacher says, these kids are being so disrespectful. They're fighting each other, arguing with each other, arguing with the teachers. Would you come and do a talking circle? So I did. And that started something that they did like every Monday morning. First thing, they'd have a talking circle. And it was because you can never say what was talked about in that circle. They felt special. They felt that sacredness of doing that. And maybe we need to do this with our leadership. Okay. Now, that's why it's so sacred. Somebody did that one time. They did mention, we had a ceremony in the morning, Then I went off to go teach at classes, different schools and different things like that. Came back, it was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was approached by one of the people that were in that ceremony that morning and said, this certain person got on the phone and started telling people what was said in that talking circle. I approached that woman and I said, did you do this? And she says, well, I didn't know that I wasn't. I said, you were told. Well, all I said was, I said, don't bother saying it to me. I said, you are not allowed in any of the ceremonies that I participate in, talking circles, whatever. I said, you're not allowed. You disrespected our way. You disrespected our ceremony. We have done this for a long time, and you just disrespected it. I felt hurt because of what this woman did. And we have to keep our ceremonies in a good way, okay? So this is the name of this particular ceremony, Nanigido Kewin, a talking circle. That's all I have for now about this. Again, if you have any questions, get a hold of us if you have specific questions. Miigwech sagabibzin doyek minua. Wingezek yegi noa. Miigwech.